Well, guys, he is now a back-to-back champion, and we talked to this very guy, Josef Newgarden, last year, this location, but at that time, you're scarfing down a burger, having a beer with Marshall Pruitt. Now, have you eaten yet?
I have not eaten. I had a very light lunch, too. You know, this was a stressful day. Like you wake up, you have the plan, and then you get delayed 4 hours. But I thought the most amazing part was everyone stayed. I mean, this place was packed. It was still a full crowd. That's Indiana for you. I mean, this place is this event. It's a cultural icon for everybody. It's a religion here. I mean, it is the best. If you're into motorsports, this is the best at the Indy 500. And yeah, I'm tired. I'm worn out. The adrenaline has, pumped through me too much, and now I'm ready for bed more than anything. But I'm just thankful for the experience. It's been a great end to a long 3 weeks. It takes a while to get to this point, and to cap it off with this is really gratifying, I think, for the whole team.
You mentioned in the media center how you had so much fun this entire month. You had a solid car. Then your last 60 laps, you were all on offense. Can you explain that to somebody that doesn't really understand racing, just how hard it is to get there, but then how great it is to feel that?
This is a tricky race. There's no guarantees whenever you run it, and you've really got to understand the cadence and the timing. It's one thing to have a great fast car and be up front all day, but you've got to save the fuel. You've got to hit your fuel windows correctly. You don't want to get overcut by people. And then you got to go when it's go time. And when people start to go, if you don't do it at the correct time, you can get overtaken really quickly by a pack, and then all of a sudden you're buried and you can't get back forward. So it's a very tough race to get right. I almost thought I misstepped just before lap 150, and we had to restart basically in 8th position with probably 45 to go. And I thought, well, now we got to do it the hard way. We just got to pass and go forward, and we did that. We had the car to do it. We had an amazing race car. You don't win this race without the best car on the track, and I think we had it, and we drove it to the front. And for me, the team deserves it with the effort that they put in, the speed they've shown, the execution today. That's what makes the difference.
Tell me how you were shadowing Pato as the closing laps were coming to you, and when you knew to make your move.
Yeah, it was hard to. Look, I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what was right. I was studying, trying to understand who was good where, but more than anything, I was just trying to stay up front.
Wait, for how many laps, though, were you studying other people?
Really, that last stint, 30 laps, you're studying everybody, and you're just trying to see, okay, who's strong here. But for me, I'm just trying to stay in the lead. I'm just trying to stay up front, understand, okay, how's my car work up here? How's it work when someone passes me? And there's not a lot of planning for the final lap. It just, you have to see how it unfolds, and then you got to react. And I think we reacted in the right way, and Pato's been a tremendous champion. He drove me hard, but he drove me fair. He made it work. You can't do that with everybody, and it worked out. There's no guarantees, but I think you got to leave it all on the, you lay it all on the line and leave this place with no regrets, and I definitely feel that way now.
You have such respect for Pato. He was saying the exact same comments about you before you came in the media center, but that kind of is what the entire top 5 was. I would think you would say the same for Alexander Rossi, Scott Dixon, everybody else up there.
Yeah, tremendous competitors. I mean, I've got great respect for all these guys. Rossi drove an amazing race the entire time. I thought he was really going to be the guy I was duking it out with at the end, and then it ended up being Pato. And same thing with Dixon. I mean, it was an all-star cast up front, I thought, as far as the competitors that I race against. They're all tremendous champions, and they race clean. They race hard, but they race clean, and I think that's why you saw such a great battle at the end. If you were going to have some people you're running against, they were the ones I would want up there.
You seem so refreshed. Not that you weren't last year, but you're just different right now. This is good. Are you really not going to party tonight?
I'm definitely not partying. I partied last year, and I've learned my lesson. There's so much to do after this race, and I want to honor my commitments. I want to champion the sport, want to champion this great race. I mean, I love this place, and I love IndyCar, and I want it to thrive. So I'm going to try and do that, but I need to make sure I take care of myself for the season. I didn't do that super well last year, so I got a little different game plan.
Are you really going to New York tomorrow? You were just there Thursday.
Yeah, I have to. It's part of the gig, so we're going to celebrate it, but we need to do it in a responsible way and try and be ready for Detroit.
Congratulations. This is just incredible.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
The weekend racing is over, or is it? Not on MAP TV. Monday is All-American Racing Night on the network which never leaves the track. Sit back and enjoy grassroots red, white, and blue racing from America's most iconic tracks. Whether it's the precise lines of pavement ovals or the door-banging action of the dirt, MAP TV's Monday night lineup will bring you all the action from this country's legendary four-wheel battlegrounds. Monday night is All-American Racing, only on MAP TV, Motorsports Network.
Looking for power to spare? Count on an FVP battery. FVP. Verified, proven.